Good morning, Blast Boys and Girls. It's Miss Ellen, and today I want to wish all your mums a very happy Mother's Day. And I've got a cool lion here with me today, and some really interesting faces, because we've been away so long. These are the kindergarten kids. We've been away so long that all of you have turned into cartoon characters. Oh, and what is Pink Bear doing? Oh, she's got her hand in the treasure chest, wanting to sneak a snack. Oh, and there's Sophia. Sophia, do you really look like this? And oh, I see a couple of other familiar faces. Do you remember them? Well, as I said, we have been self-isolating for weeks now. And probably some worries and concerns have popped into our heads over that time. We are still waiting patiently to go back to school, and we wonder and worry whether or not we'll finish our school year, whether we're doing the homework the way we need to, when are we ever going to see our school friends and the other people that we love, when can we go visiting, and even coming to church and see our church friends. And we may have a lot of worries about these kinds of things in our troubled time right now while we're fighting coronavirus. But you know, our story today is about Jesus talking about our worries. And you know what he told his followers? He asked them, "Do you worry about yourself and what you will eat and what you will wear? Isn't life more than just food and clothing? Look at the birds of the air. Do the birds worry about growing grain to eat? No, they don't, but God still cares for their needs. And think about the lilies of the field. They grow and bloom without even trying. Kind of like us, we just grow up without even trying. Yet even King Solomon in all his glory was not as beautifully clothed as these flowers. God cares for the birds. And he clothes the flowers and the grasses in the field, which are alive today and gone tomorrow. How much more, Jesus said, will God care for you? Don't worry about what you will eat or drink, and don't worry about what you will wear. God knows that you need all these things. Instead, do your best for God's kingdom. Make following God the most important thing. The rest will fall into place. Don't worry about what might happen tomorrow. Today's troubles are enough for today. Trust in God's care. God knows what you need." And so, even as we don't have to try and grow up except to eat good food and get good rest and keep ourselves clean and healthy, God also gave us some responsibilities. And the birds reminded me of that, because a bird will build a really good, strong nest before she lays any eggs. And the birds help me to think about the Garden of Eden, how God created a Garden of Eden to provide for Adam and Eve, but then, when he placed them in it, he told them to take care of the garden. And so it's our responsibility to take care of the entire world. So, when we are following God, these are the most important things to do. To read our Bible and learn all we can about God and how much he loves us. And then to hide God's word in our heart. We do that by memorizing verses and passages from the Bible. By talking to God. And it's okay if we are worried, even though Jesus said, "Don't worry." We can bring our worries to Jesus. And then when we think about all the blessings and we tell him all our thanks for the wonderful things that he still provides for us, including our food, our worries will sort of disappear when we focus on what Jesus has done for us. And then it's important for us to obey. Well, what does obeying God mean besides not lying and cheating and not stealing? It also means doing our daily tasks, just like a robin would do her daily tasks of feeding her family. Our job as little people is to get up in the morning, to get ourselves dressed, to eat good meals that our parents provide for us, to do our chores without complaining when we are asked to, and to do our schoolwork too, and do our best not to complain, but really concentrate and work hard to do that part. And then to enjoy our fun time. That's all part of having healthy bodies and healthy minds. And then getting a good night's sleep at the end. Those are the things that we need to do to obey God. And all the rest will more or less take care of itself. And then there's one more thing, that if at night you still have some worries, think about this song. God sees the little sparrow fall, it meets his tender view. If God so loves the little birds, I know he loves me too. He loves me too, he loves me too, I know he loves me too. If God so loves the little birds, I know he loves me too. And that is our lesson for today. Not to worry, God is taking care of us. We've been fighting this virus for weeks, and we are still being taken care of even today. Stop and thank him for that, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.